Mauritius, and he dedicated his life in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. From 1988 to 1992, Maharaj served as Sankirtan leader at Mauritius, and later on Maharaj has been traveling and preaching in India as well as in many other countries. Especially Maharaj has served as a temple president at Mauritius as well as Nagpur here in India. And Maharaj travels to Europe, in which he goes to Italy and England, France, Belgium, then South Africa, then Reunion Island, and in India he comes to Delhi, Noida, Arwade, goes to Mayapur, goes to Vrindavan for teaching in the Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education. This time Maharaj is going to Gujarat also. So it's our great fortune. Maharaj is very specialist in bhajans and kirtans, as well as the philosophical discourses in Krishna consciousness. He serves as an international speaker, as a leaders trainer, and as a youth preacher also. So Maharaj has very deeply studied all the Vedic literature like Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and he presents them in a very practical way, as we will see in a few moments. Maharaj also teaches in VIHE. Maharaj has been a very great inspiration for many international level festivals which are organized and celebrated at Mauritius. Especially, Maharaj organized a 3-day Rath Yatra festival in which thousands of people participate. So in 2020, that was the lockdown year, Maharaj received a sannyas initiation from His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj at Pandharpur Dham. And we're very grateful that Maharaj has been here with us in this World Holy Name Festival week especially. And along with Maharaj, we have Maharaj's elder brother, His Grace Vrishabhanu Prabhu, who is serving as a member of the Temple Management Committee at Mauritius, and is a very active preacher and very wonderful organizer and administrator. Recently, they organized the Janmashtami festival in which around 20,000 people participated in Mauritius Janmashtami. So we're very grateful that we have both of their association here. Let us gratefully welcome them to Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Mandir by loudly one chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhare Jasodanandana Bradajanarandana Jamuna Tera Vanazare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha. Jagannathaya, Jagannathaya, Balade, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranita, 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 Gauranita. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Shri Vrindavan Chandra ki, Jagannath Balade Subhadra Maharani ki, Shri Gauranitai ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshwa Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 1, the history of life of Ajamil. This is 34, 36, right? Sarve Padma Pala Shaksha Pita Koseya Vasasaha Kiritinaha Kundalino Lasat Puskara Malinaha Sarve Chanutna Vayasaha Sarve Charu Chaturbujaha Dhanur Nisangasi Gadha Sanka Chakram Bhuja Sriyaha Diso Viti Muralokaha Kurvantaha Svena Tejasa Kim Artham Dharma Palasya Kinkarano Nisedatha Sarve Padma Pala Sakshaha Peta Koseya Vasasaha Kiritinaha Kundalino Lasat Puskara Malinaha Sarve Chanutna Vayasaha Sarve Charu Chaturbujaha Dhanur Nisangasi Gada Sanka Chakram Bhuja Sriyaha Diso Viti Mira Lokaha Kurvantha Svena Tejasa Kimartam Dharma Palasya Kinkarano Nisedatha. Kurta Kundalino Lasat Puskara Madana Sarve Chanutna Yasa Sarve Charu Chaturbuja Sigada Isaviti Mira Loka Kurvanta Svena Tejasa Kimatartam Palasya Kinkarano Nisedatha. Sarve Padma Pala Shakshaha Pitakoshaya Vasasaha Kirtina Kundalino Satpuskara Malina Sarve Chanutna Vayasaha Sarve Charo Chaturbujaha Sangasigada Sankachakram Bhujasriyaha Sabloka Dharma Palasya Inkarando Nishedata Matajis Sarve Padma Palashakshaha Pitakoshaya Pasasaha Kiritanaha Kundalino Satpuskara Malina Sarve Chanutno Vayasaha Sarve Charu Chaturbujaha Dhanursangasi Gada Sankachakram Bhujasriyaha Visovitmira Lokaha Kurvanta Svena Tejasa Kimartam Dharma Palasya Kinkara Sarve, all of you, Padma Palasa Akshaha, with eyes like the petals of the lotus flower. Pitaha, yellow. Kosaya, silk. Vasasaha, wearing garments. Kiritinaha, with helmets. Kundalinaha, with earrings. Lasat, glittering. Puskara, malinaha, with the garland of lotus flowers. Sarve, all of you. Cha, also. Nutnavayasaha, very useful. Sarve, all of you. Charu, very beautiful. Chaturbhujaha, with 4 arms. Dhanuhu, bow. Nisanga, quiver of arrows. Asi, sword. Gada, club. Sankha, conch shell. Chakra, disc. Ambuja, lotus flower. Sriyaha, decorated with. Disaha, all directions. Vitimira, without darkness. Alokaha, extraordinary illumination. Kurvantaha, exhibiting. Svena, by your own. Tejasa, effulgence. Kimartham, what is the purpose? Dharma Palasya, of Yamaraj, a maintainer of religious principles. Kinkaran, servants. Naha, us. Nisedata, you are forbidding. Purport by His Divine Grace, His Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki. The order carriers of Yamaraj said, your eyes are just like the petals of the lotus flowers, dressed in yellow silken garments, decorated with garland of lotuses, and wearing very attractive helmets on your heads and earrings on your ears. You all appear fresh and useful. Your 4 long arms are decorated with bows and quivers of arrows, and with swords, clubs, conch shell, disc, and lotus flowers. The effulgence has dissipated the darkness of this place with extraordinary illumination. Now, sir, why are you obstructing us? So this is the purport here. Before even being introduced to a foreigner, one becomes acquainted with him through his dress, bodily features and behavior, and can thus understand his position. Therefore, when the Yamdutas saw the Vishnu Dutas for the first time, they were surprised. They said, "By your bodily feature, you appear to be very exalted gentlemen, and you have such celestial power that you have dissipated the darkness of this material world with your own effulgences. Why then should you endeavor to stop us from executing our duty?" It will be explained that the Yamdutas, the order carriers of Yamraj, mistakenly considered Ajamil sinful. They did not know that although he was sinful throughout his entire life, he was purified by constantly chanting the holy name of Narayan. In other words, unless one is a Vaishnava, one cannot understand the activities of a Vaishnava. The dress and bodily features of the residents of Vaikuntha Lok are properly described in these verses. The residents of Vaikuntha, who are decorated with garlands and yellow silken garments, have 4 arms, holding various weapons. Thus they conspicuously resemble Lord Vishnu. They have the same bodily features as Narayan because they have attained liberation of Sarupya. But they nevertheless act as servants. All the residents of Vaikuntha Loka know perfectly well that their master is Narayan or Krishna, and that they are all his servants. They are all self-realized souls who are nitya mukta, everlastingly liberated. Although they could conceivably declare themselves Narayan or Vishnu, they never do so. They always remain Krishna conscious and serve the Lord faithfully. Such is the atmosphere of Vaikuntha Lok. Similarly, one who learned this faithful service of Lord Krishna through the Krishna consciousness movement will always remain in Vaikuntha Loka and have nothing to do with the material world. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. First I would like to express my heartfelt joy for being here at the Sri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Mandir. So many wonderful devotees over here also. Here I find it's an ocean of brahmacharis. I was singing because I was inspired to see you dancing. You know, one time it happened, I think in US, Lokanath Maharaj was singing Mangalarati, and Bhaktijita Maharaj was dancing. And the dancing, the kirtan did not stop by after Arati. It went on, Tulsi Puja. And it went on through Japa Mala also, Japa time. Did not stop there. Through Guru Puja. On and on, did not stop. got stopped at Mahaprasade Govinde from 4:30 to 9. And Lokanath Maharaj he said that I was inspired to sing because Bhaktivedanta Maharaj was dancing. And Bhaktivedanta Maharaj said, I was inspired to dance because Lokanath Maharaj was singing. So this is how it works. And now we are celebrating this. This is called the Holy Name Festival. It's amazing, right? We have heard so many other festivals, right? Different types of festival outside people celebrate. But this is the festival of the Holy Name. This is amazing. Because, yes, this is Golokera Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Dhana Pran, wealth. The real wealth of life, Dhana Pran. So here, we see that here Ajamil has been, the Yamdutas, they have been hindered, stopped by the Vishnu Dutas. Stop! What are you doing? Can't you see this Ajamil has been chanting? Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Actually, there is a question, very important question by Parishit Maharaj. He said that Ajamil had never performed any prashchitta. He did not do any prashchitta because Sukadeva Goswami said everybody has to do, before leaving this body, they have to perform prashchitta. Otherwise, they're going to go to hell. In the beginning, Parishit Maharaj asked the question because Sukadeva Goswami spoke about the hellish planet in Canto 5, right? He spoke about the hellish planet, different types of hellish planets. Well, there are 28 types. Who goes to these places? Sinful people. And then Parishit Maharaj asked a question. Then, now how can one be delivered? How can one be delivered, or how can one be free from going to hellish planet? And then Sukadeva Goswami started explaining. But first he spoke about atonement, prashchitta. Everyone has to perform prashchitta before dying. Otherwise going to hell. I mean, this is the first point Sukadeva Goswami starts speaking. But prashchitta is karmakanda, right? Prashchitta is karmakanda. So then why Sukadeva Goswami starts speak about prashchitta, atonement, to Maharaj Parikshit first? Because prashchitta will not help. Prashchitta is compared to be like the bathing of the elephant. The elephant go to the water and then comes out, roll into the dirts. So that does not work. And Parishit Maharaj is also against that. Yeah, is completely against that because this atonement, prashchitta is like the bathing of the elephant. He doesn't agree with that. So then Sukadeva Goswami said yes. And then why he spoke about prashchitta in the beginning? Because Parishit Maharaj is a pure devotee. He knows also. But this is what to test Parishit Maharaj. Right? He spoke about the prashchitta. Prashchitta, it helps. It's like for example, there is a plant is grown, a bamboo plant. It can actually burn the leaves and the bamboo stick, but not the roots remains. It doesn't have the power to actually burn the roots of sinful activities. But here, the holy name of the Lord can actually burn these sinful activities to ashes, the roots to ashes, has a power to burn everything. Right? It's a power. It roasting the seed of sinful activity. It get roasted. You take a seed, if you roast it and you try to grow it, it will never grow. That's the power of chanting the holy name. This is why here the question came, why he did not, how is it that he did not do any prachita? Still he was liberated. He got liberation. And this is actually the power of the holy name. And he did not chant it, even the name. He was calling for his son, right? He was calling for his son, Narayan, Narayan, because he was so fearful of these Yamadutas. He was calling for Narayan, his son. He was chanting in Namabhas, but still he got liberation. Of course, the goal of chanting is to attain Krishna Prem. This was discussed by Haridas Thakur with the Brahmanas. They were discussing, they were getting together, discuss the glories of the holy name. And the Brahmanas said, the goal of chanting is to actually achieve liberation. The goal of chanting is to mitigate our suffering. That's the goal of chanting. Goal of chanting the holy name can actually mitigate suffering or liberation. But Haridas Thakur said, no, he objected. He said, no, this is not the goal of chanting the holy name. The goal of chanting is to achieve Krishna Prem. That mitigation of suffering and liberation can be achieved through Namabhas, chanting in Namabhas. Even liberation, just like this example here in Ajamil. He chanted in Namabhas. He was not calling for the Lord, he was calling for his son. But still it is so powerful, even chanting in Namabhas. He got liberated. But the Brahmanas, they were not happy about it. How is that possible? Chanting in Namabhas, one can achieve liberation. Actually, liberation is something that is glorified in Shastra, right? One of the 10 subject matter of Bhagavatam is also liberation. How is that be possible? And then they told Haridas Thakur, that is not true. We're going to cut your nose. If that is not true, how is that possible? And Haridas Thakur was so humble. He did not argue. Who knows better than Haridas Thakur? He's the only person who's got this title. What? Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki. Who knows better than him? Why see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got this title, Namacharya. He just left the place quietly. But after, I don't know, maybe 1 or 3 days, the Brahmanas' nose start melting. This is a great offense toward Haridas Thakur. Their nose start melting. So this is why this the goal of chanting, this is a byproduct. Yes, it's a byproduct, we can say. Mitigation of suffering and also achieving liberation. But the main goal of chanting is to achieve Krishna Prem. This is highest achievement. Prema Pumartha Mahan. And this is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he instructed Nityananda Prabhu. Suno Haridas, Suno Nityananda. This is Suno, what to hear. What is this? What is breaking news, right? People like to hear breaking news, right? On TV, on radio, breaking news. But here, what is the breaking news? Suno Haridas, Suno Nityananda. Ghar ghar gya karo. Jao, go, door to door, from door to door. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Shiksha. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Shiksha. Go, door to door. I mean, these 3 points Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained, Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna and Koro Krishna Shiksha, they are the Sambandha Gyan, Abhideya and Prayojana. Bolo Krishna is Sambandha. Bhojo Krishna is Abhideya. And Koro Krishna Shiksha is Prayojana. And then Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu, Haridas Thakur, they went door to door. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Loho Krishna Nam. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Loho Krishna Nam. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Pranadhana Pran, Krishna Mata. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. They were going door to door to distribute His holy name freely to everyone. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna. No, Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Loho Krishna Nam, Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Dhana Pran. You know, sometime some people, husband would say, my wife, she's my life. I cannot live without her. My daughter is my life. But who is our Dhana Pran here? It's Krishna. So how can we live without Krishna? Because real Dhana Pran is Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Some people may also ask, what kind of mantra is this? You know, every mantra has to have Namaha Om. You know? But what kind of mantra is this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? This mantra is made only of the holy name. Even the Gayatri Mantra, if you sing the Gayatri Mantra, is not fully holy name. Beginning of Gayatri is the Bij Mantra, at the end is the Nyasa, on the middle is Nama. But Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, beginning is Nama, middle is Nama, at the end is also Nama. This is very special mantra because it is made of the holy name of the Lord only. It's very powerful. Nam Nama Kari Bahuda Dij Sarva Shakti. You can imagine Brahmaji received the Gayatri Mantra. And also for creation, he was doing creation. But at one point he also fell down from his position. He was allured by his daughter and he was also trying to allure Krishna. He was trying to allure Krishna with his mystic power. In so doing, he himself was bewildered. Yes. Right? He's trying to allure Krishna. How can this boy be my master? What he's doing? He's playing, he's having picnic. He's eating. He's supposed to be called Yagya Bhukt, one who eats in Yagya, but why is he eating now? He's doing picnic surrounded by his friend. How can he be my master? But so doing, he was also allured. But the same Brahmaji who came as Haridas Thakur, and receiving the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Even Maya Devi personally came to allure him, but he passed his test. He initiated Maya Devi. Maya Devi became his disciple. So much so that so many great sadhus came to have darshan of that Mataji. You know, so as Brahma he fell, receiving Gayatri. But when he came as Haridas Thakur chanting the holy name of the Lord, he passed his test and also initiated Mayadevi personally. Amazing, right? So, yeah, this is because this mantra, Maha Mantra, is very, very special. Very, very special mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Even to be going back to Golok Dham, actually one has to serve in the different rasas, right? Madhurya, Vatsalya and Sakya Bhav. Then one can actually go to Golok Dham, right? But our worship is in the mood of awe and reverence. Lakshmi Narayan, mood of Lakshmi Narayan, right? We are worshipping deity in the moods of Lakshmi Narayan. And also Dasya Bhav and with awe and reverence. I've never seen any pujari going to the altar chastising Krishna with a stick like Mother Yasoda. Stealing Krishna's plate. Or climbing on Krishna's back. We've never seen any devotee doing that, right? So our worship is in the modes of awe and reverence. Dasya Bhav, awe and reverence, and Lakshmi Narayan. But this kind of mood takes one to Goloka Dham, right? Sorry, Vaikunta, right? Dasya Bhav to Vaikunta. Lakshmi Narayan also takes one to Vaikunta, not to Golok Dham. Then how the devotees aspire to go to Golok Dham? This is a very important point. So because, of course, we do our worship in awe and reverence, and also Dasya Bhav and Lakshmi Narayan worship, modes of Lakshmi Narayan, plus chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Why? Because Chintamani, Nama Chintamani, Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. This is the embodiment. Nama Chintamani, Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa. It's all packed. It's a package of all the rasas. So we don't need to go and to worship the Lord in the different, Madhurya or Vatsalya or Sakya Bhav. Because the holy name itself contains all the rasa. We have heard of many rasas, right? Amras, Rasgulla, Rasmalai. What else? Namras, right? Amras. Eat amras in summertime, right? Right. So, and we like it very much. Rasgulla. Bhagavatam is compared to be like Rasam Alayam. You know why it's called Rasam Alayam? Rasam Alayam. You like Rasam Alayam, right? Why not Rasgulla? Because Rasgulla, you take the gulla only. Right? You avoid the rasa. Nah, Rasgulla. You take the gulla, nice, but not the rasa. But when it comes to Rasmalai, you take both. Right? You take the rasa and the malai, both. Right? And not only that, it is said pibatam, drinking. You're not eating. Fruit normally, this is Bhagavatam is compared to be like the ripened fruit of Vedic literature. It's difficult to see, to find, to realize the Lord through the Vedas. Vedascha sarvam, Vedesu durlabam, adurlabam atmabhaktu. Right? It's not easy to realize the Lord through the Vedas. It's just like a fruit. The tree, Vedas compared to be like the desired tree. But in the tree, which is the best part of the tree? The fruits. So as soon as the season comes, here it comes in summer, right? But the tree is there. But the tree, the fruit is there, but you don't see it. The fruit is in the branches. The fruit is in the mango is in the leaves, in the roots. The mango doesn't fall from the sky. They are there, but you can't see. But when the season comes, then you can see, right? In summer, when the mangoes start appearing. So as when Bhagavatam appears from the Vedas, then we can see the Lord. Because Bhagavatam is compared to be like the ripened fruit of Vedic literature. It's a ripened fruit. Then we can see actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is why in many places when Prabhupada in many places Prabhupada you find in especially in Bhagavad Gita also, why this Krishna is saying that I am Om. Omkar is also the Supreme is Krishna. And how Prabhupada is describing, translating Om Purnamadha Purnamidam in Sri Ishopanishad. Prabhupada is there translating Om as, who knows? What is the translation Prabhupada gave? Okay, in English? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Amazing. The Mayavadis may not like that. You know, Swamiji, it is not written nothing like that here. Just Om. And in many places also in Bhagavad Gita, whatever that is Om, Prabhupada is putting in the purport. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Twice Prabhupada wrote Mahamantra in the purport. And Mayavadi would say, Swamiji, nothing like that is written here in the verse. Why are you writing Mahamantra? Prabhupada said, I know, you don't know. Because Prabhupada is translating the books according to also his name. What is his name? Bhakti-Vedanta. The goal of knowledge is, what is the end of knowledge? Is bhakti. The end of knowledge is bhakti. So he's translating. His Prabhupada, many times he would jump to the conclusion. Right? Before we become Mayavad, Prabhupada would jump to the conclusion. You know, it is written Om there, Prabhupada was writing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. You know, even when Krishna is speaking about the developing the chakras, you know, the different chakra, Astanga Yoga, and Prabhupada, what he would write in the purport? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram. Yes, because Prabhupada knows that is his name. Bhakti Vedanta. End of knowledge is Bhakti. That is his name. You know, he knows better. And Vedascha Sarver Aham Eva Vedya. The goal of knowledge is to know Krishna. You know? In Jaiva Dharma, it is written which part of the Vedas that can defeat Mayavad? And the answer is the whole Veda defeat Mayavad. Right? Whole Veda defeats Mayavad philosophy. You know. So of course Om is there. Om is generic. When we say Om, it is generic. Means like we are saying the Prime Minister, right? Anybody can be the Prime Minister. But as soon as we say Mr. Modi, whole picture comes, right? He's got white hair, white dari, you say, bear, chasma, and he's doing like this always. As soon as we say the name, the whole picture comes. Om is generic. Yes, Om is also Krishna, but Om is generic. But the holy name, as soon as we take the name, it is whole picture of the personality comes. Right? So, this is wonderful. And, of course, this Mayavad explanation These are three aspects of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then one can say why Sankaracharya, who is Lord Shiva, came to actually spread Mayavad philosophy. Of course, Sankaracharya is an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Why he came actually to spread. Of course, the demon, they were using bhakti to preach their own philosophy. They were using bhakti to preach their own demoniac philosophy. And that's why Lord Vishnu see that's the importance of now, and he called for Lord Shiva to actually to spread Mayavad philosophy. Why he did that? Why Lord Shiva did that? Is Lord Shiva, is Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambhu. Why he did that? This is like, I see some fencing here. Why it is there? Fence. For the pigeon, right? For the birds. That they don't come here and they go somewhere and pass stool, right? Some places they would put some bamboo. So the pigeon will not come here and they will go to the pass their stool there in the bamboo. So similarly, that's why the Lord called for Lord Shiva, incarnated as Sankaracharya. This is to avoid the demons to actually use bhakti to spread their own philosophy. Just like the pigeon, they put the fencing here, the pigeon would not come here. They would go out and pass stool outside. So this is for the Mayavadis to go and pass stool outside. Not using bhakti. Just like Prabhupada, one time, Prabhupada, his father, he was a clothes merchant, right? Selling clothes. What he would do, he would put some food, some chapati outside for the rats to go and eat. He won't disturb his clothes. So they just go there and eat and pass stool there. So this is the reason. But here, this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about these Vedascha Sarver Aham Eva Vedyaha. And the goal to achieve Lord Krishna in this age of Kali is by chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. The Mayavadis were telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, why you're sannyasi, you're supposed to be reading Vedanta, but what are you doing? You're dancing like mad people. And you are associating with fanatics. And Mahaprabhu said, yes, my Gurudev told me I am a fool number one. I cannot understand Vedanta. And he quoted this verse. What is the verse? Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam eva kevalam kalo nasteva gataram. And the Mayavadis, they know this verse. They know this verse because they were a great scholar. They cannot deny it, but they cannot say also. Why? That would be against their philosophy. They cannot deny it because they are a scholar. They know. But they cannot also say it because that will be against their philosophy. And then they told Mahaprabhu, okay, you're chanting. Okay, fine. But why you're dancing? This is not right. Like mad. And then Mahaprabhu said, yes. Then I went to my spiritual master and told him, reported to him, Gurudev, what kind of mantra you gave me? Kiba mantra dila? Japite, karila, pagal. What kind of mantra you gave me? As soon as I'm chanting, I am becoming mad. And my Gurudev told me, yes, my son, this is the result. This is what happened. As soon as you chant Hare Krishna, you become mad. Japite, karila, pagal. Become mad. Everybody is pagal in this world, right? If you're not pagal for Krishna, then you're pagal for Maya. People are smoking and drinking and having illicit sex. This body can be burned after one dies, right? Not before. So it's cigarettes and alcoholic drink you put together. What happened? It burns. They're burning the body now before dying. Right? This is madness, isn't it? So if you're not mad, one time Lokanath Maharaj was giving class, and there was a boy on the side who was sitting. He was having this jinn with holes in it. You know that? Jinn with holes, lots of holes in it. That's fashion, right? But Lokanath Maharaj did not know that. And he was telling the boy, I think you have to get a new pants because this one has got holes in it. And the boy said, no, Maharaj, this is new. Just bought it. And I heard this, the pants with the holes in it is more expensive than the good one. Right? So all kinds of stuff you can see, but it's better to follow Krishna consciousness, becoming mad, because our ancestors, they were also mad. Hey Radhe Vrajadevike, Te Nanda Suno Kutaha. Where's Krishna? Where's Radha? Where's Gopis? Well, looking everywhere. They're also mad. Even the Gopis are also mad after Krishna. So this is a mantra. And then they ask him, okay, you're chanting fine, you're dancing fine, but why you're not reading Vedanta? And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, Vedanta is pure, like the sunshine. But the Mayavad explanation of the Vedanta is like the dark clouds covering the sunshine. Is what happened. Mayavad bhasana sunale sarvanas. Everything will be destroyed. So especially this canto 6, if one read this canto, will complete. That will give us more faith, more conviction that there is no other way, only holy name chanting. This is what this chapter is given here. This canto is given, chapter 6, about the holy name. Even in Namabhas, Ajamil was liberated. And what to speak of if you chant the holy name properly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ke, Shir Prabhupada ke, Nitai Gaur Premanande. No, take question? Yeah, okay. Anybody has a question? Okay.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. In 5th canto, we see that Bharat Maharaj, when he got deviated, he did not get a second chance, like what Ajamila got. So, what is the reason? As we see, like Bharat Maharaj was compared, like he is even on a higher level as compared to Ajamil.
There are two ways falling down. One is offenses, right? Especially Vaishnava Aparadha. And the other one is the desire of the Lord, if the Lord wants, right? Why Sobari Muni fell? Because he offended Garuda, Vaishnava Aparadha, right? Grievous offense to offend Vaishnavas. This is also one way of falling down. But the other one, if the Lord desire, right? Like for example, it was the desire of the Lord for Jaya and Vijay. That was actually extremely for the Lord's desire, because the Lord wanted to also fight. Why you were fighting? Because the Lord, He also likes to fight. Why are we eating? Somebody say, oh, we are eating to fill our belly. No, because the Lord eats. Why do we sleep? Because the Lord sleeps. That's the main reason. There are many other reasons, but that's the first reason. Why do we eat? Why do we sleep? Because the Lord sleeps and He also eats. So that was the desire of the Lord for even, what's the name you mentioned? Bharat Maharaj. Yeah. It was not that he did any offenses. That was the desire of the Lord, for him to fall down and also for us to learn, right? For us to learn that we should not become attached to animal, to anyone. Otherwise, at the time, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajati ante kalevaram, right? So he became, although he renounced everything, at the end he became attached to that deer, and then he took the form of a deer, right? But he got a chance after that also. He became Jad Bharat. Such a very exalted devotee. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you for Maharaj for the class. Actually, I had one question. But we see so many great souls, as you said, Brahma. So he fell down. It was a Leela, but still. So Brahma, he fell down, you said. So, I am not that, I'm not able to practice that much. So I'm not even at his level. So what do you do so that we never fall down? What one thing can we do at our level?
It's not very clear for me.
What one thing we can do so that we never fall down? Some practice in devotional service.
Okay. Of course, Brahmaji's fall down is not also, I mean, Brahmaji is our first guru in our parampara, right? You know, even they say that Bhishma Dev took the side of the Bhishma Pitamaha, right? Took the side of the Kauravas. So some reason it is that because he was eating the food given by the Kauravas, that's why he has to take the sign. That's secondary reason. I heard Radhanath Maharaj said that. One of the first reason why he took he fell, just to teach us example, to teach us, to tell us, to teach the world. See, although I am a very great person, you know, very, very powerful personality, but if you take the wrong side, you will fall down. That's the teaching. Brahmaji also, right? That's the teaching. He's number one person created, the first created being, right? Creator also, the first created being, and is also the creator. He fell. That's the lesson we learn. Although he's the first created being, he could not also understand. We have only one head, right? He's got 4 heads. Still, he failed to recognize Krishna. That's the teaching. We have only one head. How can you understand God without one head? He also failed to understand. How can this boy be my Lord? Even Indra also, right? So, yes, taking shelter of the devotees, the lotus feet of the spiritual master, is the only way by which we can obtain pure devotional service. Always serve. Mahaprabhu said, Prabhu kahe Vaishnav seva nam sanketan duikara sigrha pabe Shri Krishna charana. 2 things. Duikara. Dui means 2. Prabhu kahe Vaishnav seva and nam. Serving the Vaishnavas. Do not offend Vaishnavas. Serve the Vaishnavas and chant Hare Krishna. Duikara sigrha pabe. Sigra means very quickly. Pabe, achieve Shri Krishna charana. You know? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it very nicely in this Kali Yuga. Nacho gao bhakta sange kara sankitan. Nacho gao bhakta sange kara sankitan. Krishna nam upades tara sarvajan. Nacho gao bhakta sange kara sankirtan. Krishna nam upadesh tara sarvajan. Nacho gao bhakta sange in the association of devotees. Kara sankirtan, do sankirtan. Krishna nam upadesh, this should be the holy name. And deliver everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Srila Prabhupada ki, Yadai Gaur Bhimanande.